Have you ever reached a point in life where you felt broken? Where everything you touch goes wrong? Where people stop believing in you? And even worse, you stop believing in yourself? If yes, then today's story is for you. Because this one lesson, taught with a simple 100 rupee note, has changed the lives of thousands. And by the time this story ends, you'll look at yourself differently. Stay with me. It was the last period of the day. The fans were barely moving, the sunlight was fading, and every student's face showed the same thing: exhaustion. But the moment the classroom door opened, the atmosphere shifted. Their teacher, Mr. Kareem, walked in, holding an old leather notebook in one hand and a small white envelope in the other. He didn't look like his usual cheerful self. His eyes were distant, thoughtful, almost heavy. He placed the envelope on the table and said, "Put your books away. Today, we will learn something no exam can teach you." The students exchanged confused looks. No books? No notes? No lecture? Something was different. Mr. Kareem opened the envelope slowly, as if unveiling a secret. Inside, it was a crisp, clean 100 rupee note, fresh, untouched, almost shining in the afternoon light. He raised it up. "Who wants this note?" Almost every hand shot up instantly. A few students laughed. One shouted, "Sir, give it to me. I need it for lunch." The class burst into laughter. But Mr. Kareem didn't smile. "Not yet." He held the note high and asked again, "Why do you want it?" A girl in the front replied, "Sir, because it has value." Another said, "Because it's money, clean and perfect." The teacher nodded. Then, with both hands, he crumpled the note into a tight ball. The sound echoed in the silent room. He pressed it harder and harder, until it was a wrinkled lump of paper. He opened his fist and held the ruined note in front of the class. "Now, who wants it?" Every hand went up again. Mr. Kareem walked to the center of the room. He dropped the crushed note on the floor, and then he stepped on it. The class gasped. He twisted his foot, pressing the note into the dusty floor tiles. When he picked it up, the note was dirty, flattened, ugly. He raised it. "Now, who still wants this?" The class roared. "Me!" "Sir, of course." "It's still money." A slow, gentle smile appeared on his face. "Yes," he said quietly. "And yet, many of you don't treat yourselves the same way." The room froze. "You all want this note because you know its value is still the same, even if it is crushed, dirty, stepped on." He looked at the note. "But when life does the same to you, many of you start believing you have no value." He paused. His voice softened. "When someone hurts you, you think it's your fault. When someone leaves you, you think you weren't enough. When you fail, you think you are the failure." Students lowered their eyes. He held the note close to his heart. "You protect the value of this note, but you forget to protect your own." Mr. Kareem took a long breath, as if preparing to say something he had held inside for years. "When I was your age," he began, "I failed in mathematics twice." Some students raised their eyebrows. Their strong, confident teacher failed. My father was furious. He told me I would never become anything. My relatives laughed. My friends stopped studying with me. He looked away for a second. I felt crushed, stepped on. Just like this note, the classroom was completely silent now. But one teacher, just one person, sat with me and said, "Your value has not changed. Get up." He pressed his hand against his chest. That sentence saved my life. At the back of the class sat Ali, a boy who rarely spoke. His grades were low. He always sat alone, and he carried sadness in his eyes, as if he had lived a lifetime already. Mr. Kareem looked directly at him. "Ali," he said gently, "come here." Ali hesitated, but slowly walked to the front. The teacher placed the crushed, dirty note in Ali's hand. "This is yours." Ali looked shocked. Sir, why me? Mr. Kareem smiled warmly. Because you have forgotten your own value, and I need you to remember it every single day. Ali's eyes welled up. Mr. Kareem faced the entire class again. This note is valuable because the world decided it is. But you are valuable because God decided you are. Because humanity needs you. Because your life has purpose. He continued. Someone else cannot decide your worth. A mark sheet cannot decide your worth. A mistake cannot decide your worth. A bad day cannot decide your worth. His voice grew stronger. You are still valuable. Always. A girl in the class slowly raised her hand. Sir, sometimes people say things that make us feel worthless. What do we do then? Mr. Kareem smiled. You must remember, people speak from their pain, not your truth. Another student asked, what if we fail? The teacher replied, failure is an event, not a person. The class nodded slowly, absorbing every word. Mr. Kareem took a deep breath. You are all fighting silent battles. Stress, family pressure, comparison, rejection, fear of the future. Students lowered their heads because each word hit somewhere deep. But you're still here. You're still trying. You're still waking up, going to school, facing life. He pointed at the crushed note. That means your value is stronger than your struggle. He straightened his voice one last time. Whenever life crushes you, remember this note. Whenever someone insults you, remember this note. Whenever you doubt yourself, remember this note. Your worth is untouchable. He said the last line slowly, as if carving it into their hearts. As the bell rang, students left the room quietly, thinking deeply, touching their hearts, repeating the words inside their minds. Ali stayed behind, holding the note carefully, like something precious. For the first time in months, he whispered, I have value. And maybe you needed to hear that too. Because no matter what you've gone through, you are still valuable. You always were. You always will be.